Speak with Albert Nico and Doug Sunseri. Call 504-260-1870 or toll free 866-889-0870. Now, back to Albert and Doug.
We're back. That's Albert Nico, your weekend lawyers.
Yeah, this is a pretty good bumper music. One way or another, they're going to get you.
Just like on your red light ticket.
On the red light ticket we were talking about earlier. Jim's calling about a Jefferson Parish red light ticket. And my understanding is they threw all those out when they did away with the cameras in Jefferson Parish. But I did get a call from someone in St. Charles Parish who indicated that he went and actually tried to contest the time on the ticket to prove that I wasn't there at that time. And the administrative law judge said, we don't care about the time. The only thing that affects the time is a school zone. So if you can prove that the school zone ended at 4:45 and it was 5 p.m., then you can get off of it. But otherwise, so it would have been a grand waste of time to try to fight that. So that's our story on camera tickets. We got about 4 minutes left in the program and a few more phone
Let's go to the lightning round. Let's go to Ron. Got a question regarding a judgment. Hey, Ron, you and All Things Legal with Doug Sunseri and Albert Nico.
Truly enjoy your show.
Thanks.
Prior to Hurricane Katrina, I was purchasing some software for my POS system. And it was in the middle of being installed. It was going through Rewards Network. And Hurricane came. And I did not have flood insurance. My landlord was supposed to have flood insurance and didn't. So anyway, that was all gone. After moving all around, I found out later that, much later actually, that there was a judgment against me for the balance owed for that. And I signed a personal guarantee for that. So for the past 5 years, I've been paying, whatever, $250, whatever it is per month to pay off this debt. And it's been taken over by I guess a collection company or attorney's office in California. So I had never seen the judgment against me. I never went to court for it, never got any type of summons. So anyway, I was late, 2 weeks late in paying my last payment. And I asked the people, I said, well, can you send me a copy of the judgment against me? So I received a copy of the judgment. It was a one-page judgment, and on top of the judgment it had Rewards Network versus, and then it had my corporation name, my restaurant name, and then my name. And then in the judgment, the judge ruled, it said, we rule in favor of the plaintiff and against my corporation name, my restaurant name, and not my name personally.
Okay.
Am I still on the hook for that?
No, you're not.
Oh.
No, you're not. Even though you signed a personal guarantee, apparently the court did not enforce it. And so, it would be considered what's called res judicata, meaning that the matter has already been litigated between the same parties and the same issues. So, you probably are off the hook in terms of any further amounts to be paid. And I would write a letter back saying, I owe nothing further on this judgment. Now, a clever lawyer might be able to say, well, look, you acknowledge the debt by paying it off, but or making payments towards it. But I don't think that would fly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think you're off the hook. If you don't have a judgment against you, then you should be good to go.
Okay, yeah. And during the course of the time, I've paid well over the amount of what the balance I owed. So,
right.
Yeah, I know. But I learned about it.
That's all right.
Yeah, but we'll cut the bleeding right here.
That's right.
Great show, guys. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Ron.
Thanks for the call, Ron.
Take care.
We can't take any more calls, but we got Christian Garrick on Just Sports calling in from West Virginia from 10 to 12. We'll hear his take on the game, his take on the upcoming week.
Well, all I got to say is all is right with the world. I sat in my couch last night and watched pro football, and soon I'll be watching college football, even though it was preseason. It's all back, and it's all. It's going to be fun.
Okay, we just had a disagreement. You think Johnny Manziel's going to make it?
I do.
I think he's going to be out the league in 4 years. That's my prediction.
Well, I mean, I guess it's what's your definition of making it?
Huh? He will be a non-factor in the NFL in 4 years. That's my prediction.
I think he can play. He's mobile. He's smart. He's accurate passer. He's undersized, but so's Drew Brees.
Right.
And he's one of the best.
That's right.
So I don't know. I think and he's got the mentality for it. He's got that I'm going to beat you mentality, which is an intangible.
So we'll be back next week. All things legal. Doug Sunseri, Albert Nico. Be good, be blessed. Stay tuned for Christian and Just Sports right after us. See you next week.